James is the assistant head teacher at a secondary school. James has a hard job. He's responsible for extracurricular enrichment, which is a big factor in recruiting and retaining students. He comes across Eequ and browses hundreds of inspiring clubs provided by local skill sharers and small businesses. Some of them would be ideal for his students, if only they took place at 3:15 at his school. He decides to create an organisation page. It takes him 15 minutes and doesn't cost a penny. He invites all the teachers in his school to create a listing on Eequ. He offers them free use of the grounds and allows them to keep the money. 120 teachers receive a personal email invitation from the assistant head to explain how to create a listing on Eequ. This feels like a boost, extra money and freedom to teach what they love. Ollie is one teacher who takes up the offer. He's a PE teacher at the school, but he's also an amateur boxer. Boxing isn't offered as part of the curriculum, so he decides to create a listing. It takes him 45 minutes and he has a beautiful live web page. He messages James to say he's ready to be added to the school Eequ page. James searches for Ollie's listing and adds it, along with a few others. James puts the URL for the Eequ page on the school website and shares it with 500 parents in a newsletter. Isabella, a local potter, messages James. "Hi James, I'd love to do a claywork club for your kids. It's such a relaxing activity to wind down after school. Please check out my listing and let me know if you have room for me on Thursday afternoons." James looks at Isabella's listing. It's great and has all the learning aims laid out. He decides to give it a try and see if it's popular. He adds Isabella's listing to his school's page. Slowly, the school's page starts to grow. When the bookings come in, the teachers manage their own clubs through Eequ. Instead of doing admin, James is in his allotment planting courgettes. The teachers can see all the details of a booking: learners, emergency contacts, dates. They can approve or decline. They can send messages. They can cancel. They can even send a special invoice for extras. Eequ gives them a schedule and a register. The parents are delighted. They can see everything available in one place. They can see who the teacher is and what they believe in. They can book at 2 a.m. There are no forms. They can join partway through a term. Most importantly, they can recommend their favourite local providers to the school and take an active role in building up the provision. James likes it when parents take an active role. He is watering his tomato plants. The ideas flood in. Some are short-lived, some go on forever. Soon, holiday clubs are included too, as well as some adult education workshops. At an education fair, James gets chatting with some head teachers and other assistant heads. He tells them what a result it all is.